everyone, welcome back to the Her Real Happiness YouTube channel. My name is Holly and here we talk about all things manifestation, and sometimes we talk about tarot depending on how I'm feeling. Today I wanted to do a video on how to affirm properly, because I get a question a lot from people where they feel like their affirmations are sort of like robotic in a way, and I wanted to do this video to help you to know how to affirm in a way that feels right and that will work better for you. So the main way of doing it is to make sure that you make it natural. You can go and look on a Pinterest board and get all your affirmations off Pinterest and ream off the sentences that seem about a year long. And yeah, they might work for you, but it's likely that they're not going to be as effective. One, because when they're short and sweet, they impress quicker into your brain, into your subconscious mind. They become assumptions much more quickly because it's less for you to take in and for you to absorb. Whereas if you're reaming off this huge long sentence, only some of it can get absorbed, and so you might find yourself having to getting sort of like hot and cold behavior type symptoms because you're only absorbing some of those year-long sentences that you're going over in your head. You might forget half your affirmations, and I mean, yeah, you don't have to be repeating the exact same thing every time, as long as the like meaning behind it is the same thing, that the belief behind it is the same thing. But if you're forgetting half your affirmation, then you're thinking more about trying to remember your affirmation than you are about actually letting it impress and feeling it real. So you want to pick your affirmations by thinking about how you actually speak and how you actually think. If the affirmation that you're repeating seems in sort of language that you don't really use, so really formal language or like sentences you would never catch yourself saying, then you know you've got an affirmation that isn't really going to be for you. What you want to be doing is thinking about creating an affirmation that reflects the way that you speak and the way that you think. So you want to create an affirmation that is like how you would say it to a friend. So how would you say this thing, if your desire was real, how would you tell that to your friend? Like if you're affirming for an SP, for example, how would you say that to your friend to like confirm it? You know, would you say something like, oh, he's obsessed with me, he won't stop contacting me, he won't stop talking to me, he literally won't leave me alone, he's completely and utterly obsessed with me. I know some people don't like using the word obsessed, but to me it doesn't have that like weird negative connotation that it does with some people. You know, it's not it doesn't have that, it doesn't bring that thought up, so I can use that word. If the word obsessed for you does have a triggering aspect to it, then don't use it, use something else. That's what we're talking about here at the end of the day, isn't it? It's thinking about how to affirm in a way that works with the way you speak and works with the way you think. So if it's words and phrases and sentences that you wouldn't say, that you wouldn't that's not how you talk to your best friend, that's maybe how you talk in a meeting or something like that. You know, you don't want to be affirming in an unnatural way. How do your thoughts come up when you think about something you know is real? Like my other half, he is obsessed with me. He is always talking to me, he is obsessed with me, he thinks I'm the fucking hottest shit in the world. Like, I know that. Like, that's how I think. When I think about him, I'm like, yeah, he loved me. Like, and that's how you need to be thinking in your affirmations. How would you think about this person if they were already with you, how would you think about that? If they were doing the thing that you want them to do, like contacting you all the time, how would you vocalize that? Like, you know, like I say, I would be like, oh, he's constantly fucking texting me. He literally like blowing up my phone all the fucking time. Every time I look at my phone, I've got another message from him. Like, I don't even have to reply, and I've got another message from him every time. So you've got to try and think about, how would you vocalize it? If it doesn't seem natural to you, then you're not affirming in the right way, and those affirmations are going to seem robotic. And then it's, I forget the Neville phrase now, like, superficial, I think it is. Vain affirmations. There you go. Then it's vain affirming, because you're just repeating a thing that you would never believe that. You would never believe that that's a thought that you would have. So don't affirm in that way. If it's not a natural way for you to say something, don't affirm like that. Only affirm in how you naturally would speak or naturally would think. It's the same, it goes along the same lines as people who don't know how to, like, what language to affirm in. And with that, affirm in the language that you think in, the language that you speak the most in, or the language that you feel the most comfortable affirming in. At the end of the day, it's how it works for you. One person might feel more comfortable affirming in their own native language, because that's how they think and speak and feel comfortable in, and other people might feel more comfortable speaking in a different language and then doing their affirmations in that language, because that's more comfortable for them. At the end of the day, it's about making it as natural as possible to how you would think, because your affirmations are that. Your affirmations are your thoughts. Your affirmations are your new thoughts that you are trying to impress upon your subconscious and to create an assumption. And so you need to be making your affirmations natural for the way that you think. I really hope that that this video helped some people. I hope that it helped you to think about affirmations in a different way, and think about affirmations in a way that will really be able to help you to properly, you know, charge up your manifestations. I better go now because I've got a crying baby, but thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. If you found this video helpful, leave me a little thumbs up, and leave me a comment and tell me what sort of affirmations you like to say. How do you think? What are your what are the ways that you affirm that you are most comfortable with? Because I'd love to have this conversation with you. All right, so, and if you're not already subscribed and you like this sort of content, then please feel free to, and press the little bell icon if you want notifications for every time I upload. You'll be seeing me a lot more now we're in the new year, new me. You guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.